Hi everyone, good Tuesday morning. It's a little after 1 o'clock in the morning. Wanted to give you the latest, and we just are a few hours away from this winter system moving in. Still a tricky forecast because we are going to get a mixed bag of wintry precip, including freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Let me get you caught up with the latest. We're going to start you off, first of all, with the 4 W's. So what is the threat with the rest of this week? Well, we have another 1, 2, 3 punch. The first punch coming in a few hours. We have a winter weather advisory issued for northwest Arkansas. Freezing rain, sleet, and snow are likely, and the precipitation amounts will be significant enough to cause travel problems. When does all this arrive? Well, the first punch is coming in within a few hours. In fact, you'll see on radar we already got some stuff coming up and popping up. Second jab comes in on Thursday. That's a light snow event, not looking overly impressive unless something changes. And the third blow comes in during the weekend. So where will all this hit? We get a wintry mix of freezing rain and sleet in the river valley, with mainly sleet and snow with a little bit of freezing rain early in the morning in northwest Arkansas. Light snow is expected, by the way, on Thursday as well. And then more snow headed for us over the weekend, but so much can change over time, so we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. Large low moves in tonight and into early Tuesday morning. It's already Tuesday morning. We got an Arctic blast that's going to follow that system. But the dry punch is going to cut off precip fast, and I'll tell you what all this means. First of all, our winter weather advisories issued for northwest Arkansas, winter storm warnings in north central and northeast Oklahoma. You'll also notice a winter storm warning for northeastern Arkansas. And the reason for that is they're expecting pretty significant ice accumulations, whereas we are going to get a mix. So winter weather advisory has already started. It goes until 6 o'clock in the evening for northwest Arkansas and the eastern Oklahoma area. Satellite and radar showing stuff popping up already and in a hurry. And all of this development off to our west is reaching the ground in southwestern Oklahoma. In fact, it's reaching the ground as a mixture of freezing rain and sleet, and we'll show you that here. I'm going to circle it on the screen, and look at all that precipitation developing rapidly. Let me brighten up that line so you can see that a little bit better. So here is this precipitation that's rapidly developing off to our west. We move over time, and you'll see as we zoom in to northwest Arkansas and the eastern Oklahoma area, precipitation's also increasing in north central Oklahoma and southwestern Kansas. Look at all that developing, and this is where heavy snow is likely. Now, in northwest Arkansas, it's a little bit more uncertain as to what type of precipitation we are going to get. However, as we look at our live radar, you will notice that precipitation is already taking place over northwest Arkansas. Now, it appears that it's reaching the ground, but it's actually not. It's evaporating before it hits the ground. It's about 5,000 feet above the ground, the radar beam is. And anything that's south of this area of precip isn't making it to the ground. All of this is evaporating. Eventually, over time, though, our air is going to saturate. Now, I'm going to prove this to you because we're going to switch radars. You see all this precip in northeastern Oklahoma? We switch our radar and it instantly disappears, and that's because it's higher up above the radar beam. So we still have some evaporation that's occurring. Eventually, though, the air will saturate and that will reach the ground. What's the culprit of all this? A big low-pressure system off to the west. It's rapidly developing. In fact, you can see the swirl and spin with this low. And right now, though, the low-pressure system's moving a little bit more northeasterly, and that means more of a northerly track over northwest Arkansas. Anytime you're on the south side of a strong low-pressure system, you have the potential to be what is called dry slotted or have the dry punch move in. Now, that dry punch is an area of dry air about 10,000 to 15,000 feet above the ground. It rapidly clears out your precipitation. Temperature-wise, right now we are in the upper 20s to lower 30s. We have mid-30s in the river valley, right around freezing in Fort Smith. We still are dry, though, so we will drop off even more as it starts precipitating and as it eventually reaches the ground. In the morning, in just a few hours, you notice how this was underdone, actually, with the amount of developing precip off to the west. Right around 5 o'clock, we're going to get a mixture of freezing drizzle and freezing rain. Temperatures will hover in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Look at all this precip moving in. Heavy snow at around 8 o'clock. That's in northern Benton County. Now, something interesting to note. You will notice this freezing line that is just to the north of Fayetteville Watch it shift northward throughout the morning. That's that warm air that's pumping in from the south. That also means that your changeover will occur farther northward. So what that means is the pink area is freezing rain and sleet. We take away the time. This right here is heavy snow at around 1 o'clock. In fact, this will be the heaviest snow of the period, right around midday, with temperatures hovering right around 30 degrees. More precipitation occurring, and then eventually that dry slot comes in from the southwest, cuts off all the precip, and that's going to be the end of the accumulations right around 5 o'clock in the evening. How much is going to fall, and then temperatures drop off Tuesday overnight into Wednesday. So our ice accumulation, again, this will most likely change a little more, but I think it's got a good handle. We're not expecting a major icing event, but enough to cause a light glaze on elevated surfaces such as trees, bridges, and overpasses. Also some sleet will mix in with that. As far as our snow totals, we're looking at just over 2 inches in some locations in Benton County. Personally, though, I think it's a little bit more. I think we're going to see around 2 to 4 area-wide, especially in Benton County, where the snow will continue a little bit longer. And we'll also get a mixture of freezing rain in the river valley. So precipitation types and accumulations are always tricky, especially when you get that warm air surging in from the south, which is what we'll see in a few hours. But it does appear that precipitation will be moving in by early morning, right around sunrise. Roads will deteriorate quickly. Clint Boone will be in here in a few hours, giving you the very latest information on KNWA Today. That starts at 5 o'clock in the morning. Also on the Fox News Edge at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll be back in the early afternoon, and you continue to follow me on Facebook under NWA Weather Authority, also KNWA, KFTA's Dan Skoff, as well as Weather Dan on Twitter. You can follow me there. I'll be posting information, going to get some shut-eye, and that's the latest here, but here it comes. We're ready for round 2 coming in later on this day. Have a good one and stay safe.